Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad to see you all here again. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and tonight I want to share something really special, something a little different from the usual everyday stories. Because tonight I had the chance to do something meaningful for someone very close to me, my younger sister, and I really feel happy inside, because these little moments with family are what life is all about. So, let me tell you what happened this evening, because it's been such a memorable night for me, one that I want to remember and share with all of you. So earlier tonight, after finishing up my work and daily tasks, I took my younger sister out to buy a new phone. Now, that may sound simple, just going shopping, but to me, this was something really important. You see, her old phone had completely stopped working. What was slow, the battery died too quickly, and the screen had cracks here and there. And on top of that, she is preparing to study abroad, which is a huge step in her life, something that both excites her and makes her a little nervous. I know she's been under pressure, with all the paperwork, all the preparations, and at the same time feeling the weight of leaving home soon. So I thought, what better way to support her and cheer her on than by surprising her with a brand new phone? Something that will not only be useful for her studies and staying connected with us, but also a reminder that her big brother is always behind her, always rooting for her, no matter how far away she goes. When I first told her to get ready to go out, she thought we were just grabbing dinner or maybe running errands. She didn't know what I had in mind. I could see the curiosity on her face when I said we were going to the electronics store. She looked at me and asked, "What are we doing here?" And I just smiled and told her we were gonna look at some phones. At first, she thought it was for me. She thought maybe I wanted to upgrade my own phone. And she kept asking questions like, "Do you really need a new one?" Or, "Aren't you happy with your current phone?" And I just laughed quietly to myself, because I knew the surprise would make her happy. When we walked into the store, the bright lights, the shiny displays, all those rows of the latest gadgets, everything felt exciting. My sister's eyes immediately lit up, because let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy looking at brand new phones, holding them, testing the cameras, checking out the features? It's almost like walking into a candy store when you were a kid. She started pointing at some models, saying things like, "Wow, this one looks cool," or "I've heard so much about this one," or "Look at the camera on this one. It's amazing." And the whole time, she had no idea that one of those phones would actually be hers by the end of the night. I watched her carefully as she moved from one display to another, touching the screens, checking out the colors. And I could tell she was drawn to one particular model, something sleek and practical, but also stylish. She said quietly, almost like talking to herself, "If only I could get this one. It would be perfect for school, for taking notes, for pictures, for staying connected." And that's when I told her, "Go ahead. Pick the one you like." She looked at me in surprise, her eyes wide, and she asked, "What do you mean?" I told her again, "I want you to have a new phone. I want you to pick one because this is my gift to you before you leave for your studies." At first, she didn't believe me. She thought I was joking. She laughed nervously and said, "You're kidding, right?" But when she saw that I was serious, her face changed. I saw this mixture of joy, gratitude, and even a little bit of disbelief. She asked me, "Really? You're going to buy me a phone?" And I just nodded and said, "Of course, you deserve it. And I want you to have it. You're about to take such a big step in your life. And I want you to know I'm always here for you." That moment was so touching, because she suddenly hugged me right there in the store. And even though it was just a small gesture, it meant the world to me. It reminded me that sometimes the best way to show love isn't through big speeches, but through small actions that make a difference. So, she picked the phone she had been looking at, her hands trembling a little with excitement. And we went to the counter together to finalize the purchase. Watching her smile as the staff packed the phone into the box, I felt so proud. Not of the phone itself, but of the fact that I could give her something meaningful at this important moment in her life. After leaving the store, she couldn't wait to open the box. We found a small table at a nearby cafe, ordered some drinks, and she started setting up the phone right away. she turned it on, touched the screen, tested the camera, and kept saying things like, "Wow, it's so fast. Look at the picture quality. This is amazing." Her excitement was contagious. I couldn't help but laugh along with her, because her happiness was so pure and genuine. And then she looked at me and said, "Thank you so much. I promise I'll study hard, and I'll make you proud." That's when I knew I had made the right decision, that this small gesture really gave her confidence and motivation. Sitting there together, I thought about how quickly time has passed. To me, she will always be the little sister who used to follow me around, asking endless questions, sometimes annoying me, but always making me laugh. And now, she's grown up, ready to take on the world, to study abroad, to chase her dreams, and even though I feel a little sad knowing she'll be far from home, I also feel proud because she has worked hard to reach this point. Tonight wasn't just about buying a phone. It was about celebrating her journey, about letting her know she's not alone, that no matter where she goes, she carries the love of her family with her. We talked a lot over our drinks, about her plans, about the new city she'll live in, about the friends she hopes to make, about the challenges she might face. She was honest about feeling nervous, about wondering if she'll fit in, if she'll be able to handle everything. And I told her what I truly believe, that she's stronger than she thinks, that she has already proven how capable she is, and that the fact she's even taking this step shows her courage. I reminded her that setbacks will come, but that's part of the process, and as long as she keeps her spirit alive, she will do great. The more we talked, the more I realized how important it is to support the people we love, not just financially or practically, but emotionally, because life can be tough, especially when you're about to start a new chapter, and having someone who believes in you can make all the difference. Tonight, I felt like I was not only giving her a phone, I was giving her encouragement, reassurance, and the knowledge that she is not alone. As we finished our drinks and headed home, she kept holding onto the box tightly, like it was the most precious thing in the world. And honestly, the real gift wasn't the phone itself, but the happiness it brought her on the way back. She said to me, "I'm going to treasure this, not just because it's a phone, but because it's from you, because it reminds me that I have someone supporting me, cheering for me." And hearing her say that filled my heart with warmth. Now that I'm back home, reflecting on the evening, I feel truly grateful. Grateful for family, grateful for the bond between siblings, grateful that I was able to do something nice for her before she begins this exciting journey abroad. Life moves fast. We get caught up in work, in deadlines, in responsibilities, but moments like this remind me of what really matters. Love, support, connection. Tonight, I didn't just buy a phone. I created a memory that both of us will carry for a long time. So, to all of you watching, I want to say this. Don't forget to show love to your family. Don't wait for special occasions. Sometimes the small surprises, the small acts of kindness, are the ones that mean the most. Whether it's buying a gift, cooking a meal, or just spending time together. These are the things that truly matter. These are the things that stay with us when everything else fades. And that's the story I wanted to share with you tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here with me. And I hope you also take a moment to think about the people you love and how you can show them what they mean to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night, my friends.